Hey everyone, this is Caro from Shuffle Dating Podcast, and I have two new guests in our podcast. Hey Christian, hey Diego, how are you?
Hi, Caro.
They are also hosts of our events and Shuffle. You might have seen their names on your messages when you get to participate in one of our events. I will let them introduce themselves. So let's start with Christian. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Caro. Thank you for having us. Well, my name is Cristian. I'm from Ecuador. I'm 25 years old. I've been working in Shuffle for about 2 months, and I don't know, maybe something about me. I love to run. I love to cook. My friends say I cook really well. That's me.
What about you, Diego?
So yeah, as you say, my name is Diego. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Ecuador also, and we live in the same city with Christian and also with Carlos. That's something curious about us. I'm also I think like this is gonna be my first year working at Shuffle, so I think I'm the older operator.
You're the oldest in the team, the oldest operation in the team. However, not the oldest one. I think I'm the
Yeah.
oldest one in the team. That's
So
weird. Yeah, with Mateo, I think I'm the oldest one. We are 20, even older than Andy and Austin. Um, but yeah, so Diego is about to turn 1 year with us, and then Christian is one of the newbies. What is your favorite thing of working with Shuffle?
Every day I learn new things. I learn a lot about customer service. I really love working at Shuffle. I never thought I was going to end up working here, but I'm really happy to be here, and we have an amazing team and everyone is so nice to me. So I think I'm having a great time so far.
For you, Diego, how have you seen Shuffle develop? Like you have been here from the Excel sheets of Austin to our lovely dashboard created by Christian Engineer, because we have two Christians in the team.
yeah, I think we can define that in two parts. The first part is like I've seen so many changes when I first came here. As you said, we were using like Google Sheets and that stuff, and now we're having like a great platform to run events. So yeah, that's a nice part. And also I like to see how we expanded and how we're running more events than ever before. So yeah, that's something I like because I think we're helping more people like to connect, and that's what I love from.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I always laugh because when Anna joined, she used to start saying that we will be Cupid at our jobs. However, with the friend button and like with a lot of other stuff that we have added to Shuffle, it feels more like helping people connect and having people really meet new people in their cities and having real connections to lean on. What has been like the most meaningful thing or comment that you have had on the feedback from a customer so far?
Yeah, so it's not really a comment, but one like a feedback after the event, but it was like during the event. There was a person that texted and said that she was like really nervous and anxious because it was her first event. And I think helping her with some words that I used was like I think the nicest experience that I had in Shuffle, because I felt like, I don't know, we can help even if we are not there in person. We can help via text or I remember I also called her, and yeah, it was nice to see that she had a great time, and she also like had matches, and yeah,
Oh
that was
wow.
really
Yeah, I have
awesome.
heard about that conversation. I think it's right now it's just like the standard of like customer service in our team. Everyone knows about that conversation. What about you, Christian?
Uh, Well, I love to see the excitement of the participants that we're going to have in our event. It's like really nice to read that they are eagering to attend our events, and that makes me feel like we are providing them with a great service to make meaningful connections with other people. So it's nice to see that they are doing, and they really want to be part of our events to meet new people and to meet new friends and make connections.
Yeah, that's true. There are people who are super excited that they are like oh yeah, I'm waiting for this. Or, I've been waiting the whole week, especially during the weekends. I get those messages. So, is there any favorite city that you have run events? Or do you feel that there are people in different, because there are different vibes, I feel that with the cities that we run the events. Do you have any favorite city that you prefer to run events, or all of the cities are the same for you? What do you think?
I like to run the New York City events because, well, we send some instructions 1 hour and a half before the event. So it's
Mhm.
nice to see that everyone answer every message I send to them like really quickly. And that's nice because in that way we can arrange and fix the whole event with more anticipation, with more time. And that's why
Mhm.
I love to run New York City events because everyone answers so fast and everyone is like paying attention to all the instructions we send them. So that's nice
Mhm.
because it makes a little bit easier to work for us, but we're here to help.
Mhm.
So if something happens, they can reach out and not worry about.
I mean, you're you're basically saying that everyone in New York is a phone addict because they reply really, really fast. But it makes our lives easier. So, go New York. What about you, Diego?
Yeah, I don't have really a favorite city, but what I like to do is like run events when we are having them like the first time in
Hmm.
any city.
Oh, like the first city event, like the
Yeah,
first Boston, or like, oh, okay.
and that's because I think yeah, all the participants are new and it's their first time like in an event, and they're like, yeah, I just wanted to know like how shuffle works, and then I love to see the feedback that they leave because yeah, as I mentioned, everyone is like new, so yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I like the
So
most.
it's just like a group study. You know, the feedback is very fresh because they have never experienced something like that before. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I have ever run like a first event. I think that's just for you, like you're a special treat for being there, like the first up. So we have talked a little bit about shuffle. I will also like people to know you a little bit better as they know Val and Anna now. They know their horror stories and they know how funny they are. So you mentioned a little bit of your hobbies. What else do you like to do outside work? Because work is, we are all night owls in this job because the events are mostly in the night. So what do you like to do in the day? Apart of sleeping, of course.
I love to run. I've been running for about 1 year. I try to run at least once a week. And also, as I mentioned it before, I love to cook. My family and my friends say I cook really well, and I always try to cook new recipes and try to cook food for the people that is around me. I think that's my way of showing I care for them. So yeah, I think those are two of my biggest hobbies and the things I do the most outside working in Shuffle.
What about you, Diego? What are your hobbies outside work?
Yeah, so one fact about me is that I'm a father, so I have a beautiful 2 years old daughter, and when I'm not working, it's like I'm spending time with her, and yeah, I think I like to do like many activities with her. I don't know, we go to parks, we go to the zoo. Like I'm trying to build funny memories and things that she can remember, and yeah, as I told you, if I'm not working, I'm with her, or if I'm not
Hmm.
with her, also I have a really like active lifestyle. I think I go to the gym. I also go running
Hmm.
sometimes, and that's it. But I think most of my day is like working. That's how.
Yeah. I think like everyone, especially because all of us work from home, separating work and like normal life is quite difficult. I don't know about you guys. Like today's Sunday, but I had an event in the morning and then we had a couple of meetings and everything. And I had this maybe break of a couple of hours. And I was laying in bed and I feel that I should be doing something and I don't want to do anything. But I was stressed out about it until I fell asleep for a nap and everything. But Yeah, that feeling of you should be doing something just because you have the computer next to you, it happens when you work from home. Is this your first remote job, or you have always worked remotely?
Well, this is my first remote job. I'm an architect. I just graduated like 4 months ago, and I also
Mhm.
have my own design studio. I try to do some design projects on my free time. And something curious about working remotely is that I don't know how to explain that to the people that asks me what I do for a living, because they don't understand what is being part of the operations team of a speed dating service. This is not like a regular
Uh-huh.
job in Ecuador. So I believe that people think that I don't do anything for a living, and that my job is like fake or something like that. But we really work pretty hard to give you the best service we can.
Yeah, that's true. If anyone needs a house, Christian can design it. He has really good designs. I have seen them. But yeah, that's true. Like in our society, especially our city that is really small, remote jobs are not very common. So a lot of people, even my parents, when I started working remotely, because I started just after graduation, I've been working remotely for like 4 years now. They thought that it was fake. They thought that I was not doing anything, but the money in my account says otherwise. Like I've been paid for whatever I'm doing, so it's real. What about you, Diego?
Yeah, it's the same for me. It's like my first experience working remotely, and yeah, it's like such a big change because I'm a graphic designer and also I was a teacher before. I was getting used to being in an office and working there, but now what I enjoy like the most is like I can work anywhere, so I
Mm-hmm.
can just my 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 laptop and like work in a coffee shop or a park or like everywhere. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I like. I share the same feeling like when people ask me like what do you do for a living?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, what do you say? What do you do for a living? Do you say I'm Cupid, or do you say I work for a dating app? What do you say when they ask you?
Yeah, I think the first one like I'm Cupid and I'm like yeah that's basically the thing.
Do people understand it, or like do people keep asking questions?
I basically explain them like I tell him like there are like 7 to 9 people meeting 7 men 7 women or whatever meeting in a coffee shop or a bar a
Mm-hmm.
restaurant and yeah they think like oh that's nice yeah we should have it here in our
Oh
city.
yeah, I have heard that one. And I
Yeah.
always think like, how many rounds of the event do you think will take for everyone to meet everyone in Loja? Like everyone knows everyone here, so
Yeah,
do we think
that's
in a month, like everyone will have gone out with everyone? Um, but yeah, so because we are, oh, Christian, go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to say that when someone my age asks me about my job, I usually explain them that I work on a speed dating service and they understand that. But when
Uh-huh.
someone older asks me about that, they don't understand what is a speed dating service, because here in Loja it's not common like to use dating apps
Yeah,
and that
no.
kind of stuff. So I try to explain to them, but they really don't understand what I do. So now I just say like I work at customer service for a company, and that's all, because they won't understand if I try to explain them that this is a speed dating company and that. So now it's just like my job is to be part of a customer service team, and that's it.
something funny I remember when I started working at Shuffle is that my mom asked me what I was doing, and yeah, she really liked the idea. And as she's single now, she
Mm-hmm.
told me like she can like she would like to participate someday, but I don't imagine like being a host in an event where she's
With your
participating.
mom there. Oh, my mom
Yeah,
said the same thing, but she was like, they have to do it in Spanish because I don't speak English. And I was like, you want everything changed in another language so you can participate. Like, that's a bit. But yeah,
yeah.
um, No, for sure. I think remote jobs are the best. You won't see me in an office ever in your life. I think everyone knows in the office that I don't wake up before 9 a.m. And here in Ecuador, every job starts at 7. So I will just cry every day if I have to leave my house before 9 a.m. If I have to, I will do it. But it's just like the freedom that you have with a remote job. Just to like live your life a little bit more on your own terms, I think. And also you have the easiness to have new friends and like an international team. We have Val and Anna and Andy who are from Val and Anna from Colombia and Andy from the States, as well as hosting, and Sebas and Mateo also from Colombia that just joined us. It gives you new perspectives. So if you haven't tried remote jobs, this is your ad for trying remote jobs. They are really fun. But something I wanted to do before we finish the episode is that because we are from the same city, all of us, I wanted to talk a little bit about our background culture and not promote, but just talk about our favorite food and what would you like about living here, what we don't like about living here, and how is the dating scene in this city, because I think it's just really fun about it. Guys, your favorite food from this place?
I think that my favorite food from Loja is maybe cecina. It's like
Oh,
grilled.
fried pork.
Yeah, what you said. Yeah, and I love to have it with horchata. Horchata is like the traditional beverage here in Loja.
Mhm.
It's like an infusion made with some plant.
Mhm.
It's really really tasty, and I love to have like that combination of the cecina with the horchata. I think that's
Cold or hot? Do you like it cold or hot?
I
The
like it
horchata.
cold, like with some ice cube,
Cold. Yeah. Okay.
little bit of lemon.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
guess that's a great. I guess that's a great combination.
Okay. No, for sure. Also, don't be confused with Mexican horchata. It's very, very different to Mexican horchata.
Yeah, even the
Let's
color
point that
is
out
different.
because, yeah, the color is different. This is like a mix of herbs that you will only find in Ecuador. It's like very pinkish. I will ask Val to upload a story about it so people can see what horchata is.
But if you live it, maybe like if you're listening to us, you maybe are living in the States. You can find horchata like forest tea is like the
Oh yeah, that's
international
true.
version we have, and we import that to the States. So maybe if you see that,
That's true. Yeah,
you can try it sometime.
yeah. They have it in Walmart, I think, or like in Trader Joe, if I'm not wrong. Maybe like you can Google it. I promise. What about you, Diego?
Yeah, I think like most of the favorite dishes that I have, they contain like green plantain, and yeah, I think with the soups, there's one that is called tigrillo here.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like the most, I think. But basically, yeah, I think I enjoy every kind of food, and more if this is from here, like local.
No, tigrillo is really good. Can you describe what tigrillo means to the audience? Because we have an international audience, and if they Google tigrillo, they will find like a cat. And I don't think they will want to know that we eat wild
Little
cats.
tiger.
Yeah,
Like a little tiger. Yeah, no, that's not tigrillo. Like,
yeah, it's basically like green plantain with cheese and eggs. But I think something I like from here is that different restaurants, like they don't prepare the same.
mm-hmm.
Everyone like has their own methods or way to cook it. But yeah, I enjoy it. Basically, I think yeah, that's it: cheese, eggs, and green plantain.
Cheese, eggs. It also has onion. Like it comes with a
Yeah,
lot of onion and butter. I like the crunchy version. I'm on a crunchy version of tigrillo. My mom likes the cook one. She likes like very gooey and like I don't know. I prefer the crunchy version. Can you describe Loja in 3 words? or like 2 words for people who are listening.
Culture
Mm-hmm.
and safe, I would say.
Christian?
Maybe peaceful, green.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. I will say arts because we have the festival, and I think it's one of the main things we always. It's one of my favorite times of the year for people to visit, and then I will say mountains as well. I had a couple of friends who have visited, and they always say like it's amazing how much the city is like just around, like it's in middle of the mountains, and you see mountains all over the place. So I think that's the most interesting thing about it. And finally, the dating is scene here. I think everyone has heard me complain about the dating scene in the city in all the episodes of the podcast. And I'm sorry, but it's trash. Um, anything to add? Because I don't want people to think that it's just bias me. I want people to think that I'm right. So, Christian, back me up here.
I believe that's because Loja it's a pretty small city, and basically everyone knows everyone. At the end, the people you are trying to meet is connected with someone you already know at some point. Maybe if you're trying to date someone new, this person knows your mother, knows your brother, or have dated one of your friends before. So I guess that's why Caro hate like the dating
I
scene
don't
here.
I don't hate it. I just think it's trash. I think it's not interesting enough. And this phrase summarizes everything. It's the first thing you ask about someone when you meet here is what is your surname? Who are your parents? Literally. That's everything you need to know to actually know the person, because either your parents will know them, or your friends will know them, or you will know which high school they went to. We are a very small city, and I think a lot of people in the States will get the same feeling when they are in like very small towns because everyone knows each other. What do you think, Diego?
Yeah, I agree. I can really tell. Like, I'm just getting over like a relationship that lasted like 7 years. So I don't know exactly
What's the dating
what's the.
scene?
I think I'm about to know. Like, but yeah, I think as we're living in a small city, that's something that everybody agrees. I will tell you like in a couple months when I start dating someone. I don't know.
Please go to Cuenca. If you are going to start dating someone, please go to Cuenca.
I used to live in Cuenca, and my friends that were from there, they
Mhm.
have like the same conception we have about Loja. They have it about Cuenca. That everyone knows everyone, and that it's a pretty small city. So I think that's the problem of maybe the all the cities here in Ecuador that are pretty small, and at the end, maybe you will.
Yeah, but at least in Cuenca there is way more touristic things. So
Ah,
there is more people
that's why.
coming in and out of the city and whatnot. Uh, so you find way more interesting, even just to meet people. But yeah, I'm sorry. I've been trashing my hometown way too much. I do like living here. It's a very nice city. You should come and visit. Um, Definitely Shuffle should come and see how long it lasts until it fails. Uh, but yeah,
Maybe one
uh,
month or
one
two.
my theory is like 1 month until
Yeah,
like everyone knows everyone, until we have
yeah.
too many repeat pairings, basically. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming to the episode. It was really fun to have you here. And it was really fun to let our listeners know you a little bit more, so they know the voices behind their host in the events, and they feel a bit more trusted to ask you anything when they have you as their host. Any last words before we leave?
Maybe that we want you to know that we are here to help you during the events. Feel free to text us. We are here to solve any of your concerns.
Great. Diego?
Yeah, I will encourage people to try shuffle dating. I think if I'm also considering like going to the States and try it. Like
I have that plan for next year, like to go to and record everything. We should do it together. Like record all the events we go for contact to shuffle. I think Val will appreciate the content, definitely. Thank you so much and see you next time.
see you.
Thank you, guys.